Whatever. Welcome to the StarGazer podcast. Hang on.
Monty's eating.
I'm Monty.
I'm Sid.
And, ow. I almost broke my fucking fingernail doing that.
I've broken too many nails. It doesn't fucking matter.
Ow. I did that way too fast.
Good job.
Fuck, that hurts.
You did this to yourself?
Yeah, I did. I wanted to do a bit. I wanted to say welcome and then crack the thing and then do the names, but
yeah, you clearly failed. You clearly failed.
Clearly and terribly. So, what have you been up to?
Well, for everyone, I wasn't on the podcast last week because I had my quote unquote spring break. It was barely even a week break from in between terms for my semester at college. And so I wasn't on the podcast last week. This week has been the first week of our new classes, and everything's going okay so far. Just a bit tired on the days I have classes. Because both classes are over 3 hours long.
Mm-hmm. God damn it. I forgot I hadn't logged into Twitter yet. Sorry, that was unrelated, but
good fucking job.
It sounds like a bunch of horse pucky.
What about you, bitch?
Let's see. I worked on Monday. I worked on Tuesday, which hasn't happened since probably like November. Then I worked on Wednesday, and I've been off since. Excuse me, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were all spent doing nothing but cleaning shoes. I will say, we had orders for this week done 2 weeks ago. By the way, I guess I'll just specify. I work at like a tuck shop, like a suit rental place. I work in the production, as I call it, the cave. It's like a basement with a bunch of like hundreds and hundreds of pieces, but where we had this week's orders, and by this week I mean starting March like 28th or whatever it was. Those orders were done 2 weeks ago. So next week's orders were done last week, which means this week we work on 2 weeks from now, so the April 12th week. And we did that and finished it on Monday because there were, I think, like 12 orders. And on Wednesday, we ran out of things to do, so we said, let's get the stuff for the week of the 19th done. There were 6 orders.
Well then.
Typically, there's like hundreds. And no less during prom season.
Oh, God, yeah.
And there's 6.
Well,
so either
COVID's still a...
We're going to get slammed out of nowhere, I guess.
Sadly, the panorama's still a thing.
Panorama?
The pandemic.
Oh, the Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
Yeah.
Yes. It still is. Fortunately, people are getting vaccines. Like Eli got his vaccine, Wednesday, I think? Or his first. He's getting a second.
My college is giving them out to everyone on campus the 15th.
Nice. I should be getting... Well, I'm not saying this is what's expected. I'm saying I should be getting mine soon. As like yes, I should be. I just haven't done anything about it. I don't go anywhere, so I'm not a threat.
Yeah.
I'm not like a primary concern.
Yeah. But speaking of shots, though, so because the original doctors I went to are so stupid, I finally, as a college student, you need to give especially a college student that lives on campus, you need to give your immunization records to like basically the school nurse.
Right.
On campus. I only just got those, so I went and turned those in yesterday. And apparently there were 2 things I was missing. One was the TB test thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just a spot on my arm that's red. Eesh. Like the bubble that was under my skin is already gone.
All right.
It's just a red spot now. And I'm just like, cool. What do I do with it? It's not inflamed. It doesn't hurt. It's just red.
Obviously, stab it.
Yeah, really?
Put pain on it.
No.
Give
not
the
an
smack
idiot.
down, brother. Is that what Hulk Hogan says? I don't know.
I don't know. But Monday, I'm also getting another shot done Monday. But the freaking nurse I have up here is great. Because she's been a nurse for so long, and she sees my ink, and she always comments that guys who have tattoos are the worst wimps when it comes to getting shots done. No clue why. You would think, considering they have ink.
I feel slightly offended by that.
You just got yours. You don't really count.
Okay, fine.
But like men that have like full sleeve tattoos and shit like that, like they're covered and they clearly spent hours in a chair, are the biggest wimps when it comes to getting shots done. And I'm like, it's just it's one needle that's in your skin for like 5 seconds versus
they're not used
3 hours with rows of needles.
Yeah, they're not used to the short amount of time. They're used to being there for hours, and they're used to being in pain for hours. So they get pain for a split second, and they go, what is this?
But yeah, because she's like, no, females with tattoos, they don't even, it doesn't register to them that they're even getting a shot done. I'm like, yeah, true. Mm-hmm. I watched her give me the shot yesterday. I didn't feel it. I saw it, but I didn't feel it.
Mm-hmm. I apologize to anybody who's been listening live. I didn't realize until just now that about a minute ago, the desktop audio cut out, so you weren't able to hear Sid. But I think you were here for the intro.
I hate you.
No, the recording's fine. I always make sure the recording's fine, but whatever. No one's watching anyway. No one gives a shit.
Someone will give a shit at some point.
Yeah, I do apologize, though.
Yes.
To you specifically, and the, according to Twitch, 0 viewers that are watching right now.
Wow, even Eli isn't on this time. Wow, that's surprising.
Nah. Where were we? Vaccines. Sorry, I just remembered that, God, there was like some like Facebook live thing that was going on a couple years, like back in like late 2017, early 2018, when people were like, oh, vaccines cause autism, like heavily, you know what I mean? That time period. I remember some live stream that was a bunch of like Karen, like mid to late 20s moms, like just sitting around with their kids talking like, we should, instead of these vaccines, we should be giving our kids smaller, weaker versions of these diseases so they build an immunity to it. And then all the other people around them were like, yeah, that's a great idea.
Lady, what do you think a vaccine is?
I almost spit take on the mic, but yeah, that is literally what a vaccine is. Just like a dead, weak, non-threatening strand of a virus, so your body goes, oh, hey, I can see this. I'm going to kill it. So that way, if I see it again, I know to kill it even harder.
Yep.
What else? Anything else about COVID or vaccines right now? I don't see anything. You're getting yours on the 15th. You already said that.
Yes. I am getting mine on the 15th because that is when the school doing the school-wide vaccines, the 15th through the 16th.
Nice. That's good. I think Eli said he got his at Kroger, and I think he got his for free. So,
I mean, I'm not paying shit for mine either, so.
Yeah. Like thank fuck it's free, you know?
Yeah.
Because if it cost money, I guarantee that the whole everything would just topple over and we'd all be fucked.
Yeah. As much as we're trying to avoid it, we should talk about world news.
Yeah. Normally we'll like look on Wikipedia to look this up, by the way. There was not a lot. The only significant thing being there are 51 dead in a Taiwan train derailing due to a truck sitting on the track.
Yeah,
we're getting stuck on the track.
Which is terrible.
Yeah, absolutely terrible. Condolences to the families and friends and all that. But
yeah, condolences to all the people that have died, and of course to the families of the people that are still injured.
And that, I don't remember who it was, but one of my mom's
The fuck was
friends
that?
or like distant cousins or something knew someone who was like driving home from work while they were extremely tired or something, whatever it was. They were driving over train tracks and ended up like passing out or falling asleep or getting knocked out or something. And they got stuck on the train tracks, and then I don't know how long it was between them getting stuck there and the train coming, but car got hit. And they died. It was weird. Or not weird, it was sad, but like,
Well, one of the, like, when it comes to, like driving laws to just get your permit, like the written test, it says that, like, if your car gets stuck on the tracks, what do you do?
get out of the car and run.
You get out of the car and run.
Yeah, and don't run away from, like, don't run in the direction the train is moving, because the car can get launched. You want to run, like...
First off, you want to run across the tracks and away.
Yeah, you want to run away, not, like, away from the train. Like, best case scenario, run towards the train, because that's the least likely direction debris is going to be launched. But
Yeah.
other scenario, just, like, run farthest away from the train and the tracks, but not, like, down the... You know what I mean? What's the... Perpendicular. That's what I'm thinking. That's the word. Perpendicular,
Yes.
away from the train. Car can get replaced. Insurance. Whatever. You can't just insurance or replace your living, breathing consciousness.
Nope.
That's
not how that works, sadly.
This is Minecraft Let's Play Season 4. You dead, you dead. Which, by the way, that started this week, I think.
Good job.
I forgot. I watched like the first 10 minutes. It starts, Alfredo walks around and just starts hitting people and ends up killing Jack. So Michael says, Alfredo, you killed Jack. He pulls out a sword, kills Alfredo. Jeff's like, Michael, you shouldn't have killed him. And then he kills Jeff, and then he kills Trevor, and then he kills someone else, and then he goes to find Gavin, kills him. Then Michael dies, and Jeremy's the only one left. He's like, what the fuck just happened?
It seems Mogar went on a rampage.
Yeah. Mighty Michael Mogar.
We're such Rooster Teeth fans. We are terrible Rooster Teeth fans.
Yeah, we're not terrible fans. We're
No. When I
like, I don't want to say addicted.
Well, you're definitely more addicted than I am.
Correct. Because I've been watching Ruby as it's been coming out. By the way, Ruby season 8 wrapped. You should go watch that now, Sid.
I will. Shush.
I will not shush. And also, Eli, I don't know how he does it. Literally, every single show I want to get him to watch, he is spoiler-free for his entire life. And the minute I say, hey, Eli, you should start watching, I don't know, I'll pull something out of my ass, My Hero Academia. Eli, you should start watching My Hero Academia. A week after I say that, he'll just be like, by the way, I got spoiled for like every single episode, so now I don't have to watch it. And I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, wait, real quick, when it comes to My Hero, can we talk about what's gone on in the manga recently?
Oh, what's
because holy shit.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Okay, first off, Deku is a vigilante. He said fuck heroes.
Oh, cool.
And became a vigilante.
Real quick, I will say, if you are in the manga for My Hero, I will just say spoilers, but whatever. So Deku's Batman now.
Yeah, Deku's fucking a vigilante now.
He's Deku man.
We've learned all about Todoroki's past and the family history and all of that. And I just hit my mic, sorry.
Okay.
Like, all about Toya and how this kid, Dabi was already going insane as a child. There was no saving or salvaging this.
Oh, wow.
But also, both of their parents are fuckwits. I'm sorry. Endeavor and Ray can suck a dick, and I don't care.
Endeavor. Okay. And Ray?
Yeah, Todoroki's mom.
Okay.
Yeah, bad. Nope. Hatred.
Okay. I remember seeing a thing recently. This is sort of related. I don't mean to cut through your story, but there's there was a thing I saw that was like when Todoroki hits puberty and he starts growing stubble and half of his face is ice stubble and the other half is fire.
Yeah. I've seen that so many times.
I thought that was really funny.
I do like on TikTok there's this I don't remember her username or anything, but there's this girl that does characters. It's like have the canon version meet the fanon version.
Okay.
And so they did one for Todoroki, and they're like, he met the fanon version of himself, and the fanon version was like, you and I are actually pretty similar canon-wise, except for apparently I'm Uwu baby, and I don't know why. And I'm like, yeah, fanon version of him is.
Yeah.
But then he also tells the canon version, also, I steal our dad's credit card a lot. And the canon version just goes, now why haven't I thought of that?
Nice. That's really funny.
I'm just like, yes, this is perfect.
Oh, also I steal dad's credit card a lot. Fuck, why did I think of that?
Basically.
God. I am not proud to admit this, but I will also say I was never into Vine or Instagram or any of the. Okay, I'm old. Like, I know that's not true. I'm only 20, and
I'm older
you're
than
older
you,
than
bitch.
me. But I'm old. I don't even know I still refer to younger people, like the people that are on all of the apps that have all of the trends and all that stuff. I don't know the words to use here. That's why I'm stuttering a lot. The cool kids or the popular internet kids are all on TikTok and Instagram and like Snapchat and all that shit.
Oh, Gen Z.
Yeah, Gen Z. That's a good one. Thank you. I was never into those. I still don't use Instagram. I refuse to get Snapchat. And I'm not proud to admit this, but I have gotten TikTok and I'm starting to get a hold of it. I'm starting to understand it. And
you're starting to understand it. Oh boy.
Yeah, I am.
You're gonna start sending me TikToks. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Oh yeah. There was one I was looking at earlier. What the fuck? Hang on, I'm trying, I swear.
Well, I'm normally in the same boat as you when it comes to all the popular apps that get used and things. Like, again, I'm exactly like you when I refuse to get fucking Snapchat. No thanks.
Yeah.
But I have Instagram, but I have Instagram as a cosplay Instagram mainly.
Okay. That kind of thing I understand. Like, I used to be part of this terrible, dreadful, sinful wasteland of content. I won't name names, but if you're part of the ship, you're part of the crew. I got rid of that recently. I had no use for it, and I was like, I'm literally on here for no reason other than the fact that the badge of honor that says how many days you've been on the app is essentially, it's like the bigger that number is, the only people you're impressing is other people on that app, and everybody else is just like, oh yeah, you're terrible, this sucks. So
did you finally get rid of iFunny?
We do not speak the Dark Lord's name in vain in this house. But yes, I did get rid of iFunny, and it's not like a proud or unproud thing. It's just like, I had it, I barely used it. It's gone. Who cares anymore? Like, I never fucking.
God, I don't even think when did I last go on to iFunny?
When was a big iFunny surge? Probably like 2018.
I was gonna say for me, 2015 was the last time I was on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are some the iFunny has its surges now and then, but God.
But I can't say anything about Vine because I still quote Vines. But then again, like my childhood friend that I've known since 7th grade.
Oh my God, they were roommates.
Yeah, does nothing but quote Vine.
Yeah, nothing will top Vine in level of, or like
again, I don't know the TikTok creators' name, like username or whatever, but they have this series of we're going to be such weird old people our generation is going to be such weird old people because we're going to still be quoting Vines, and the younger generation that's taking care of us in the nursing home is not going to understand.
Yeah, it's like that's where the things are going to come from. We're going to be like, oh my god, they were roommates, and then the younger people are going to be like, yep, they were roommates. They have no idea what we're talking about.
Fresh Shavakadu.
Free Shavakadu, and then someone goes, it's back to work or something. I don't know.
Free Shavakadu.
Road work ahead.
I sure hope it does.
This is what this podcast has devolved to, quoting quotes from an app that no longer exists.
It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. Vine.
Yeah, but like, back to TikTok real quick. I'll see things that I haven't seen in a long time, and people will be like, "Oh, this is like a new thing," or like they'll think it's like original, it's brand new. Like, what was this? There's two guys playing tennis, like a actual tennis match, and they're going back and forth, they're going hard, and the guy on the far ends up, he's like wailing up, ready to hit it really hard, and then just bunts it, and then it falls because the guy's like all the way on the other side. He's about to hit it, pop, and nothing, and it goes like just over the net, and the guy misses, and the whole crowd just goes, "Oh shit! What the fuck? He did it! He fucking murdered!" It was, and I remember seeing that a long time ago, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, people are gonna think this is brand new, like it happened recently.
Yeah,
because they're young and they don't know better.
I can't say anything because, like, when I first got on TikTok, a lot of the videos I saw were like, I have these two brothers, I think, playing ping pong in their basement, but each time they went to pass, they were using different random objects.
Oh yeah, I do like that one. I've seen that back and forth, and I think that's new. I haven't been able to find.
It's not. Let's be honest, it's not. It's an old gag.
Yeah, I do remember another ping pong gag where this some I don't remember who, some Asian demonym of some kind was up against who's the guy from Captain America Men in Black? It's not Rip Torn. Hang on. Old guy. Tommy Lee Jones. And they're playing ping pong, and Tommy Lee Jones is sitting there motionless holding a ping pong paddle, and the guy is going all out in like different directions, and then eventually Tommy Lee Jones like just like turns it slightly and it goes in a different direction, and the guy goes to swing for it and misses and is like jumping and he's falling to the floor in slow motion. Like expressionless, motionless, just pop, 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 pop. If I can find it again, I'll send it to you. But yeah, I'll see just older stuff on here, and then what else? Like cosplay and animation. That's pretty much all I've been looking at, because those are
it can like the quote unquote side of TikTok I'm on is the gay alternative cosplay, K-pop and BL dramas. That's the side of TikTok I'm on.
Sounds about right.
And it's fine. I like being on here. The one time I got sent to straight side of TikTok, I screamed and was like, "Get me back." Yeah. No.
Yeah. You get to like actual communist side of stuff, and then you're like, "Oh no. Take me back. Take me out."
That's literally when I go. That's literally when I swipe away from my For You page and go back to my followings and just nope.
Yep. I don't think I've been on. Wait, hold on. What do you mean okay, I understand the For You page. Oh, there is a following page. Oh shit. Okay, so I'm following like 3 people. Queen, Gorillas, and some guy that does if you're listening now or in the future, you may know exactly who I'm talking about. There's this guy that put glow in the dark neon paint on a fake skull and skeleton hand, and he does how do I he has,
I think I know which one you're talking about,
it's
but
on like a black background. Yeah, like he'll have the skeleton do like a lip sync with fucking just anything. Like
Yeah.
there was one where if Duke Nukem misread his lines, where it's like, "I'm here to kick ass and chew gum bubbles." Oh wait, that's not right. And he does that a lot. I was really interested in those.
But yeah, no. When it comes to like the glow in the dark paint stuff,
Yeah.
when it comes to TikTok, I follow. I don't think I ever actually followed it, but I love. But anytime their video pops up on my For You page, I like it. Which is this like glow in the dark snake.
Okay.
That's really cool. I'll send you one. Like
Okay.
let me pull it up.
Okay.
Yeah. This entire thing has devolved into us talking about TikTok. We're sorry.
Yeah. Well, we'll get through the rest of this news later, but
We'll get through there. But like,
yeah,
just
we always
TikTok's
get to
fun.
it eventually. This is the TikTok tangent.
Yes.
I'm gonna.
Which there are quite a few of.
Alliteration.
Which there are quite a few of. I can't say anything though because TikTok is also what got me to watch Among Us streamers.
Amogus?
Among Us.
Amogus?
I'm gonna hurt him.
Are you sus? You acted. I've played Among Us.
You know what? You're green. Green sus. Green is major sus.
I think no.
I've only
Red
played
is
it a few
major sus.
times.
What are you talking about? Literally
Green
the
is sus.
opposite color. Anyway, I think I've played Among Us like once, and I was so bad at being the imposter. Not like I wasn't suspicious. I had zero opportunities at one point to do anything. So I'm the imposter, and I'm like, everyone's like 80% done with their tasks. And I'm walking down a hallway, and there's like 3 people, and I'm like, fuck it, kill someone. Just killed them, and then everyone went, hang on. Someone hit emergency and said, okay, so he's walking right past me and just killed Eli or something. And I'm like, I had no other opportunities. What was I going to do? Let everyone finish? I'm taking someone with me. Or I'm, I don't know. I'm running out of lemonade.
You're running out of lemonade. I'm questioning a lot of things.
Yeah.
I can't say anything though, because when like when it comes to like Among Us, I've played it a few times. When I actually play with friends, oh god, is it a bloodbath? Because we don't like me and my best friend's playing. I will look Skitz's character dead in the eyes, which is she's normally like green, I think.
Yeah.
And I will look her dead in the eyes, and if I'm the imposter. And she's not, I will just go, you know what's happening. And she's like, no, you wouldn't. And I just go, ha ha, murder.
Nice.
Because we're always playing with like, while we're in like a call. So I can physically say, instead of just typing, you're about to die. And she's just, no, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't. It kills you. Fuck!
But then, of course, because it's also my friends, I can play the innocent card of, I wouldn't kill Skittles. She's my best friend. I would rather die than kill her. And they're like, okay, true. And then I wind up winning, and everyone's just like, and Skits is just like, hey, you believed her.
For those who don't know, Skits is Sid's friend.
Skits is a nickname, so you can't find them anyways.
Yes, and they're the one working on the abridged series. I could say that.
No.
Right?
No.
No?
No. The other one's working on the abridged series.
Oh, the other one is working on the whatever. Okay, so I got it wrong. I wasn't not allowed to say it. I just got it wrong.
Yeah.
Cool. That was a harsh no. So Rick and Morty season 5 was announced.
I just sent you 2 TikToks because I found them.
You sent me TikToks? Okay, I'll look at those.
Yes, I did.
But I think Rick and Morty's coming out in June? Hang on, when is Rick and Morty season 5 coming out? Is June 20th. And how do I put this? I didn't get a decent look at the trailer, but I feel like they're gonna release a whole season as opposed to 5 episodes and then 5 episodes like a half a year later. God, I'm so gassy. I'm sorry.
We'll see. We'll see. It's Rick and Morty.
Yeah. What the fuck? I'm watching this. Okay, it's a snake on like one of those. Okay, it's like it's like a wooden snake thing with glow in the dark paint on it, and it's got like one of those ball toys with like the little jiggly tendons on them. Like it looks like a big lump of hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to describe it to the audience with minimal detail because I don't know what I'm looking at. And now it's just the snake. It's talking, and wiggling around. I'm not putting the sound on. I'm afraid of copyright. Alright. I assume this is like... What are they called when the video...
It's a puppet.
No, not the puppet. Like, what is it called on TikTok when they do, like, the video and they're doing a different sound?
They changed the sound.
Isn't that
confused
called something, though?
No.
Like a lip sync or something?
Well, most videos, they do have lip sync in them. Most TikTok videos have lip sync in them if there's a sound to them.
Is it duet? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Duet is when like there's 2 videos next to each other.
Okay. I think duet's what I was thinking of, but whatever.
All right then.
Yeah. So that happened. Those were nice. I did like the paint.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's so cute. The freaking snake is adorable.
Yes.
Okay, but while we're keeping on the internet news thing, this came up in the BL sphere because most people will tell you if you watch BLs, you watch Thai BLs.
BL stands for
boys love, yaoi, gay, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yaoi. Wait, no, yaoi is right. I was thinking of Yuri.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a GL.
So no, I get that. I'm saying I always confuse. I don't confuse yaoi and Yuri. I guess I do. But I remember because Yuri was a character in Doki Doki Literature Club who was female, and that's how I remember it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But anyways, so we have 4 confirmed couples. One of them I don't even know them, so I'm just shrugging off. But the other 3 I do. So Bone and Prem came out saying they were dating, and we all just kind of went, and this is not news. You weren't very good at hiding it. I guess the more shocking ones was Cooper and Poi from My Engineer. I didn't, and my response will still be when got told they were dating. As long as their relationship isn't as toxic as their character in the show, I don't care.
I see.
And the other one that I actually got excited about was Tommy and Jimmy, because I was like, when did Me Too say they were dating? When did this happen? They're adorable together. That's why I was like, wait a minute. When did this? When? Huh?
All right.
But yes, we have actual confirmed couples now. Surprise, surprise. Because that's a big thing in the BL world, is the whole, are these actors actually dating or not? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, who the fuck cares?
Right.
Who cares if they're dating or not?
Yeah.
Appreciate the work.
It's like what was I thinking? When you said 2 people announced that they started dating and everyone went, okay, and it would have been as if I lost it. Who was it? Like Ren and Nora from Ruby said, hey, we're dating. People just go, okay, and
literally, like all of Team Ruby just, your point?
Yeah.
Yang literally like, wait, that's new? I thought you guys were dating.
You already were. Like you just started? Like just now. But like you've known each other like the whole time we've been here. Whatever. Yeah,
just one of those like, wait, now you do, huh?
I don't.
We thought you were.
I don't have COVID. I'm coughing because of allergies.
Yeah,
I already
it's
took a
spring,
Claritin.
allergy season.
I already took a fucking Claritin today, and then also I sneezed.
Yeah, well, welcome to life.
I sneezed so hard, my back hurts. Like I'll sneeze and I'll feel no crack, and then just all pain, and I'm just like ah. It
Good
sucks.
job.
It's so bad. How is that my fault?
Get your back fixed. It's not your fault. It's a you problem,
I've been
though.
going to a fucking chiropractor. I've been, like, heavily considering finding someone to recommend me to a physical therapist. I am not okay.
I'm wondering if you need a back brace.
I honestly, that has crossed my mind. I'm gonna look fucking...
It's like, with how much pain you're in,
Yeah.
I'm really wondering if you need a back brace.
I'm gonna look dopey as shit for, what? How long do they have them? Like 9 months or something?
Depends on the person. Some people wear them for years on end.
That's fair. I had an old English teacher that had a back brace for most of when she was growing up. And a lot of kids made fun of her for it. And it was really sad because she was a really nice person.
Sometimes back braces are needed, though. You just...
Yeah, you just gotta sometimes. Sometimes
I can't say anything, but out of my siblings, I'm the only one, out of like family-wise, I'm the only one that doesn't have any spine problems.
Oh.
But my brothers both have scoliosis.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then.
I think it's in Sean's, which is the older one, the oldest. It's in his shoulders. So one of his shoulders is slightly lower than the other.
That's weird.
And in the middle brother, it's in his hips. So his hips are crooked too.
I have a thing where, oh god, I've probably mentioned this before, but similar to my dad, and I always forget which. One of my legs is slightly shorter than the other one, so I'm constantly standing on an angle.
Yep.
It sucks, and I feel like 20 years of standing and walking and moving and all that other shit has just bent my spine in the wrong direction.
You may have scoliosis.
I might. I don't want to say I have scoliosis because I have no physical proof of that. I'm just saying my back hurts a lot, and then old people will come up to me and say, "Oh, you're young. You shouldn't have back problems." Yeah, thanks. I'm magically cured. It's like, it's not age, it's condition, or
It's
whatever.
body being dumb.
It has like everything else has to do with it. Yes, I'm here. Greetings.
Podcast. What's up, Lee? Yeah.
Oh, are we getting a special interpretive improv? What's the word?
One of my many.
Surprise guest.
What do you want, Lee? Hi. No.
All right, I'll let this.
Friend of Monty, what do you want?
I'll let this sort itself out for a minute.
Okay. Have fun.
Anywho.
Welcome to This Happens a Lot Around Here.
For a minute, I thought we were gonna have a surprise guest.
Nah. Lee's she's pretty antisocial.
That's fair.
And Lee's also a nickname, so good luck finding her.
Yeah. Good luck tracking us down.
But yes, I just sent you the picture of one of the couples we were talking.
I did see. I didn't look closely at it, but I saw it. I'm gonna look
They're
at it
so
again.
cute.
But yes, I would agree. They are very cute.
Oh, someone morphed it.
What?
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, I don't know if you guys remember this, or if this was just something my friend did at one point, but for a while, there was a face app thing that people used where you could morph two pictures together and it would create a different person.
Okay.
And I just realized that one of the TikToks that my friend sent me, because I was confused at first, I was like, who the fuck is this? I don't know who this guy is. Why are you sending it to me? And then I realized, oh, it's a face morph.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay. I remember this old... what was it? There was this old trick that people used to do before, all this face AI or face, filter stuff existed, where they would take the panorama on iPhone or whatever it was, and they would like start the phone low and then pan the phone up, and they would start looking up, and then as the phone panned up they would look down, so their face became scrunched. I gotta look this up. Hang on, I'm gonna send you one of these. They were fucking hilarious.
Okay.
If you're
this is the internet jokes podcast is what this is. But to like I guess talk about other like another thing that I was going to bring up that I didn't write down, but I'm going to bring up because it is a part of internet news. This was a video that I came across recently, of course. Welcome to TikTok, but as a K-pop fan, yes, this is K-pop news, we all know the name Ollie London, the creep that got plastic surgery done to look like Jimin from BTS, and also married a cardboard cutout of Jimin. I'm still questioning how that fucking works. Anyway,
how do you legally marry a cardboard cutout?
I don't know. How does someone legally marry what's left of the Berlin Wall?
I was gonna say someone did marry the Berlin Wall. Someone else married a bridge.
Someone else married married the Eiffel Tower too.
I don't remember that story, but I also remember someone married an airplane, I think.
I'm questioning people marrying inanimate objects. But I think we've talked about this guy before, I think. Or I've talked about him with somebody else before. Mm-hmm. But basically, this man is in his 30s. Creepy. He's just creepy because he literally just stated that for the last 6 months, he's tried to transition himself to look like Felix from Stray Kids. Felix is the same age as Monty.
10? Don't hurt me. No, it's 20.
Mentally, yes.
Mentally, yes.
Yes.
I don't think I ever grew up mentally past, like, 7, actually.
I
don't know.
But yeah, no, so, like, I would like this man to leave him. I would love this man to stop. I would love this man to be yeeted off a cliff into a volcano. Restraining orders. Just all of the restraining orders. Keep him away from idols, please.
Off a cliff into a volcano. Are those mutually exclusive, or?
I mean,
do you want to just shove him off the ledge of the volcano?
Just both. Yeah, just shove him off the ledge.
I don't think anyone.
If I shove him off a ledge into an active volcano, is that considered murder?
Yes.
Damn it. What if I just left him on the ledge and the rock crumbled under him?
If you brought him to the ledge, and you had no control over him, like, tripping or falling or rocks crumbling underneath him, that is not murder.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Because, like, you had no control. Like, if he's if you're not forcibly dragging him up there, and he has
no ropes, no nothing. I'm not dragging this man anywhere because I don't want to be within 10 feet of this man.
Right. If he's on the rocks of his own will, and he's aware of the dangerous situation, and he slips and falls, and you're not a part of it, then that's his fault. It's not murder.
So tempted now.
I'd like to clarify, in case of any future lawsuit, don't kill people. This is not.
I'd also like to clarify. I would never actually do this. I don't believe in violence.
This is not get away with murder class. This is, technically speaking. Oh fuck. Hold on. I'm all right.
Stop dying.
No, I will never stop dying until I'm dead. I'll let you, audience. I'll let you sit on that.
But yeah, no, like, it's not like I'm trying to get away with murder or anything. It's literally just, I would like this creep to stop being a creep.
Yes.
That is all.
Yeah.
That is all I want.
If you're a creep, please fuck off.
It's the same thing as, like, pedophiles. I believe they should be set on fire.
Yeah. What's the thing? To each their own. That's the term, I think.
Yep.
Like, I'm also a big fan of, I don't know what kind of hole this is going to dig me into, but of equal punishment for crime, or whatever that term is, where kill someone, you're dead. You took a life, we take yours. Like, to me, that makes sense. It's like it's a balance. It's breaking even.
Mm-hmm. It's an eye for an eye.
Yes, eye for an eye. That's the one. I can never fucking remember terms.
You tried.
I don't. I really don't.
But again, it literally, it's not us saying, oh, violence is an option. Violence is not an option. But if you have already done something harmful to another person, and again, the case of pedophiles.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to set you on fire.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too much to ask.
I don't think it's too much. It's a big ask, but it's not too much.
Yeah. So,
because like you gotta worry about who's getting you gas.
Yeah. True. Because again, I swear to you, if the punishment for a pedophile was being set on fire, there would be less pedophiles.
Exactly. Like, you gotta be upfront about that. And of course, there'd be the very rare instance of someone that's like, man, I really want to be set on fire, but I don't have a lighter. What can I do?
What?
I don't know.
That won't happen.
Weird,
I don't.
Some weird psychopath masochist or whatever.
Ugh.
Moving away from that topic.
Anyways, yeah.
As I'm sure we've deterred
let's talk about some of the shit you've done. Let's talk about some of the shit you've done.
Right. I started the Thieves Guild again. For those who don't know, Thieves Guild is Skyrim. It's a faction, I think is the right term. There's a whole quest line out of it. There's all sorts of shit you can do with it. And there is a particular achievement called One with the Shadows. And the requirement to get the achievement is become the master of the Thieves Guild. To become the master of the Thieves Guild, you have to finish the main quest line for them. And you also have to do some big master quest that's not part of the main Thieves Guild quest line. But to be able to do that quest, you have to do 4 smaller jobs in 4 separate cities. And to even do those jobs, you have to do 5 separate jobs for each of those 4 jobs in each of those 4 cities. And the problem with that is Skyrim is 10 years old? Skyrim is almost 10 years old. It's broken as shit. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it or beat around the bush. Skyrim is broken as all hell. Fucking, I have tried this thing so many times. And for the life of me, every other time, I would say, I need a quest, or I need a job in... I need a job. And it doesn't tell you which city. It says you get to pick what job you get, and then it'll roll a random city. And I needed 1 of 4 cities. And I would get 3 of the 4 of them, and then my game was broken to a point where I'd say, give me the last city, and it wouldn't let me have it. So I'd have to restart the entire game so I can because I can't just reload an old save. I'd restart the game. I'd have to go through the intro again. I'd have to go through the tutorial, get through Riverwood and Whiterun and all that. Then I'd have to go to Riften, start the quest, and then I'd be able to unlock the ability to ask them for side quests. And then I'd have to roll through them again and find out if I was able to get a certain city or not. And the city would change. Like, you have to do the quests in Whiterun, Markarth, Windhelm, and Solitude. And, like, one time I wouldn't be able to do Whiterun, one time I wouldn't be able to do Markarth, another time I wouldn't be able to do Windhelm, and then it would go back and forth, whatever. So, I tried it, like, Tuesday, I think, of last week, or maybe a couple weeks ago, and I said, I'm going to try this. I'm going to see how it goes. Went through the intro, went through the tutorial, got to Riften, started the quest, asked them for the thing, and I said, great. And I was able to get all 4 cities. So I am on my way, slowly but surely, to getting that achievement. And why is that achievement important? You may ask, after all of this story, that...
It's his next tattoo.
Not only is it the next tattoo, that trophy, I'm doing this on PS4, I'm just going to call it an achievement, is the last achievement I need to platinum the game. I will have every other achievement in Skyrim if I get one with the shadows. And that will be my first platinum trophy ever. And that's why I have to... But I was also really close with Borderlands. There's a thing where you have to get like 1,000 points at the shooting range or something. And I almost got that one time. And that was the last achievement I needed to platinum Borderlands. So I said, no, please don't get this. Because if I then it wouldn't have been as important. But I've been playing Skyrim since it came out. Basically my favorite game. I've probably over 2,500 hours poured into that game. And that's going to be the next tattoo. It's going to go right on my forearm. It's going to be right under the thing. The current one.
Right under the first one.
Yep, right under the first one. And yeah, that's cool. I feel like I've been talking for a long time.
Yeah, you've been talking mostly this podcast, I'll be honest.
Yeah, sorry.
Nah, it's cool.
All right.
There wasn't much going on for me this week, so it makes sense.
Yeah. What the Okay, I'm looking at our info sheet. What the hell is soda bread? And why did you make it?
So, okay, since he's been on this podcast, I can say his actual name. My friend Andrew had this very strange idea that he wanted to make bread with Red Bull. We could not... the store actually didn't have Red Bull, so we used Rockstar.
Oh my god.
But we made bread with an energy drink.
Cool.
And it actually fucking worked.
Oh my god.
And it tasted good.
So it's Rockstar bread.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It was originally going to be Red Bull, but... Originally, I was just going along with the insanity just to be like, if this fucks up, I'm going to laugh really hard. But it didn't. It fucking worked.
If you made it with Red Bull, you could have called it Bread Bull.
Oh my god.
Do you think that's what Anthony was thinking?
No.
Alright.
I could bring it up to him, though.
Alright. Because I'm dumb, you used Rockstar instead of what ingredient?
Bull.
No, but Red Bull instead of what?
So, from what we were able to understand, is basically instead of adding yeast, like you would in a regular bread recipe, you add a soda. Because it's soda. The reason it's called soda bread is because you're supposed to add soda. You're not supposed to add energy drink. We just chose to say fuck that rule.
Right.
Because there is, I think it's either the carbonation or there is some form of yeast in the drink.
I'd say probably carbonation mostly.
That works instead of having to use actual yeast in order to make the bread.
Huh. Interesting.
So yeah.
I should actually try that sometime.
I'll send you the recipe. It's not that bad.
Says the guy who tried to make an omelet the other day and had a mental breakdown.
What?
Yeah, I tried to... Okay, so I've been trying to eat healthier. This is a tangent, honestly. I've been trying to eat healthier, so I've been making eggs for breakfast instead of just eating like a donut or a muffin or something. And I was like, man, I'm tired of scrambled eggs. There's so many ways I can make eggs. I'm just going to try a different thing. So I was like, I'll make an omelet. I'll put like some ham in it. I'll put some cheese or whatever, and I'll make an omelet and it'll be great. And I went to make the omelet, and it was somehow it was burnt and not fully cooked, too hot to eat, and also too cold to taste, and also somehow tasted absolutely terrible. And the omelet didn't like stick together at all, so it was just burnt and raw scrambled eggs with ham and cheese in it. And I hated it I hated it so much I just threw like the whole thing away. It was
That's what I gotta say there is good fucking job.
It was miserable, and I did not have a good day.
Good job. You sound like, as you call him, Anthony Andrews' friend, who we have nicknamed Spinal Sap.
Sap?
I'll explain the nickname in a second.
Okay.
But Spinal Sap somehow decided he wanted to make, like, I guess a egg burrito or something. So he put a tortilla in a pan with an egg. Somehow sets the egg on fire, but doesn't burn the tortilla.
Got it. So
I'm still questioning how.
So both of us are Spencer from iCarly. Got it.
Yeah. And I don't actually know the guy's actual name because we've just been calling him Spinal Sap, but basically the first time I'd ever heard Andrew talking about this friend, he was really high.
Uh-huh.
And sent Andrew a message saying it feels like they're taking the sap from my spine.
God. Is he tall?
I don't know.
Okay. Because if he's tall, then he might have thought himself a tree. And if he was a tree, then he would have been a maple tree. And he would have been able to take the sap out of him.
Yeah. I get where you're going. But for now, the nickname is Spinal Sap.
Got it. Trees lumbering. Get it? That's a good joke, Trap. Shut up, Grant.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Talk about your shit.
My shit. I cleaned up my desk. It looks really nice now. I used to have... Okay, how do I phrase this? It's not really a desk. It's just a big fold-out table. And I have on the far right side my computer tower. This beautiful, gorgeous thing. I named it Odin. After the Norse god of everything. Then from right to left, I've got two monitors. And then it used to be the laptop that would broadcast this podcast, this stream, would be in the middle of those two monitors, like sitting underneath them. And then all the way to the left was another laptop that I would use for drawing and... the Lego streams that I do sometimes. So I brought in from my garage this big ass crate that the new computer came in, and I put a piece of a desk on top of it so it's flat. And then I put the laptop that's we're using right now for the podcast on top of that, so that now it has its own thing. And then I moved the drawing pad further up the desk where nothing used to be sitting. So now all the cables are there, or like all the cables can just go straight back and then nothing's in the way at all. And then but the cables are also nice now because everything, I had little bread clips that I found and I'm using them to run the cables everywhere. So now there's not cables getting tangled 100 different ways. And it's really nice, and I like it. And also, I have two keyboards, one for each computer, and in between those keyboards, I have a button that says nut.
Say, is it the nut button?
It is the nut button. And on top of that is my cool knife, the golden one. I've shown you that knife before. I've probably...
Yes. I was there the day you got the knife.
Were you?
Yeah, you got it at a flea market.
I do not remember you being there, but that
wasn't at the flea market, dum-dum. You got me later that day.
Oh, okay. The way you said it, or the way I heard it, made it sound like you were there. But I think you are right. Oh no, someone was there with me though. It wasn't you.
Your mom.
No, not my mom. Someone else.
Eli?
Maybe. It might have been someone. It might not have been. I don't remember. I have a very bad memory, in case you can't tell that already. God. So what's this with you working with metal in your art class?
So, for this term in the semester, I have a seminar class that's mandatory and a art class, which is an introduction into working with metal and 3D fabrication.
That's a long title.
Yeah. And let's just say I was sanding yesterday. And when I say sanding, it's not like we don't use grinders in our class to sand the metal. We use sandpaper in our hands. I spent at least 5 hours yesterday sanding and my hands hurt.
That sounds terrible.
I mean, I'm happy it's done and that the metal is all shiny now, but my hands hurt.
Ugh. Is it really shiny metal?
Yes.
Like attract a bug attracted to shiny objects shiny?
Yes, it's not mirror-like shiny, but it is attract raccoon to shiny object.
Nice.
I have a picture of one of the pieces that I sanded next to a piece that hadn't been sanded yet.
Cool.
But again, like...
I also, in a similar way, I have, tracing all the way back to the shoes, I have a picture of a shoe that I was cleaning that was done being cleaned, and then a shoe right next to it that was as dirty as the one before. If I can find it. But what are you using the metal for, if I may ask?
So our first project in the metals class is to make a pendant. So we're making pendant. This was also just this specific piece of metal that I just sent you, I'm not actually using for anything. It was it was part of an assignment so we could get used to sawing through metal and the filing and sanding.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's metal?
Yes, that is metal.
It looks like wood. I don't understand why, or if it's just like a weird picture in my eyes, but...
Okay, on top of the hockey puck is the two metal pieces.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's copper metal. That's copper metal.
Okay, now that makes sense. I thought you just meant like iron or steel or something, or tin or whatever.
No, we're using copper and brass.
Okay, that explains why it looks weird. Or to me, at least. Okay, I understand now.
But yeah, the one on the right is sanded and the one on the left isn't. You see what I mean by it's nice and shiny?
Yes, I do see. That is very shiny. I really want to get into like craft and like woodworking and stuff. Or what's the word? Carpentry, I think.
Yeah.
I want to get into all that because like I have a bookshelf. I've probably mentioned this before, but I have a bookshelf that I'm looking at right now. It's across my room. And the shelves are all... The shelves themselves, the wood that makes up the shelves, are 12 inches apart. Which means the shelf space is slightly less than 12 inches. Right? It's fucking... It's infuriating because I have on the... By the way, on the bottom, fortunately, is exactly a 12-inch gap. Because I have all my old yearbooks that I want to keep in there, and they're all 12 inches tall, and I can't fit them in any of the other fucking shelves. So I want to be able to, like, throw that out one day. It's a really nice built shelf, but the shelves are just too small.
I can't say anything. Like, the scene, like, we have 3 TAs in my class, and one of our seniors, he built his own anvil.
Okay.
And hammer. He made his own anvil and hammer.
Cool.
I question this man.
I actually really fuck with that. That's really fucking cool.
No, it's amazing. They look great too, and I'm just like, I question you. I question you.
God, I want like a sewing machine to learn how to sew to do cosplay, and a table saw so bad. Because I want to start making things, but I have no money.
We'll figure it out. Because if anything, like, one of the things I was thinking about, and this is company talk, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, if I do stick with metals because I kind of really want to,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind, like, selling them.
Oh yeah, 100%. I had a voice crack there, but yeah, that's something like. I'd absolutely do, like, if I felt confident enough in my ability, do like wood sculpture or some shit.
Yeah, because it could definitely be something we could do.
Oh yeah. I've had another idea I've had for a long time was this media shelf, like this media center kind of thing where I would have a bunch of all the consoles I had in like their own specific shelves, and then all the games would be like above them. I don't know. It was just a thought I had one day. And then I'd put it would be like all the consoles and then all the games, and then a record player on the top, and then a bunch of other there would be like a DVD player and a Laserdisc player because I have those, and speakers on the side. So it'd just be one giant like command center, and it'd all have one remote. And I really wanted to have one remote for that because I hate having like 7 remotes for 7 different things, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. What else? Do you have anything to add? Because I think this next story might be a good thing to wrap up.
No, I don't really got anything else to add. It's just again, nothing for the future listeners of the podcast. There's nothing confirmed yet, but I do think this may be something I might actually pursue in order to sell on like a company store or something.
Right. I'd love to see what you'd have to do. Like, really, honestly, I'm struggling to find words because I wasn't expecting.
Once the pendant's done, like the first project's done, I will send you a picture.
Okay.
But as of right now, I don't have anything like it, like anything cut out already from metal. It's just models and paper.
I'd also, now that I'm thinking about it, I'd also love to forge. Is that what I'm thinking of? Like smelting and stuff, like blacksmithing. That's the one.
That's literally what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I want to be able to make like fucking like actual swords.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But all right, if I may, I will now take over with the dog story. So, a long time ago, I heard about. This is a quick build up for dog stuff. A long time ago, I heard about something was wrong with there. A dog that had been elected mayor of Idlewild County, or Idlewild something in California. Idlewild. I don't remember what is it. Okay, it's just a place. But the dog, Maximus Mighty Dog Mueller II, is still the mayor. Because I had thought about that, and I just wanted to give anybody who had also thought about that an update. He's still the mayor. And I would love to meet him one day. He's a good boy. Love to give him a pet. But in the realm of dogs, and I hope you're ready for some of the bullshittiest bullshit you've heard, because this is some bullshit.
I'm ready for the bullshit.
Yeah. So yesterday, I didn't have much to do. Eli said, hey, do you want to come over to my place, help clean up a bit? And then, if you were interested, we were going to go take our dog. Eli's dog is named Stella. She's a puppy. She's a fucking moron, but she's adorable. They were going to go take her to get a bath. So, I come over, clean up a bit. We take Stella and go to this pet store that has like open like dog wash like bathtubs or whatever, or not bathtubs, but like just this area where you could just walk in and just wash your dog. I will say it is like a membership thing where you have to have some sort of card, and if you clean them a certain number of times, you get like 5 free dog washes or something like that. But yeah, we walk in, and I want to say around 5 o'clock, maybe 5:15 at the latest. And we're told, all right, you can wash your dog as soon as these two people, these two ladies right here are done washing their dogs. They should be done in about 5 minutes. Now, the fact that I'm mentioning 5 minutes of time should already indicate to you that it was not 5 minutes. I should also mention these two ladies, I presume a woman and her daughter, because one of the women were a little older. And as Eli graciously pointed out to me, neither of them were wearing masks during this entire
Oh, that's
situation.
just lovely.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful and lovely. So these two women have 5 dogs with them.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. And that will be important for later. But they have 5 dogs. Whatever time it was we got there, at some point, I pull out my phone and check what time it was, and noted that it was 5:17. I will use that as a starting point for waiting, because I wasn't sure how long we were there before that. But we're sitting around waiting. We were looking around for stuff like some spray to keep Stella from peeing on like the couch and stuff, because they had I think Eli accidentally got spray that attracts her to pee there or something like that. Whatever the situation.
You got the wrong one on accident.
Exactly. Whatever it was, we were looking for something like that, and then another toy that she could play with, because she had been playing with toys and like chewing them and like completely destroying them. Which also, quick tangent on Stella. I apologize, Eli, if you are watching or listen in the future and did not want me to share this information, but Stella had a stomach ulcer. Which apparently, and I may be getting this wrong, was caused by rope that she was eating from the toys that she had been given. So, where was I? So we're looking around for toys, and then we get her some little snack treat things that have like CBD or whatever it is in it to like calm her down and make her like less zoomy. And we get all those things, and we take them to the counter and say, can you hold on to because they've been there before. They say, can you hold on to these, and then we'll wash our dog, then we'll go and buy it right before we leave. And they're like, yeah, we're good. We wait around for a little bit. Ladies are still washing their dogs, and after a bit we say, all right, we'll just get it now, and then we'll just hold on to it, because we're not going to keep you holding on to this stuff forever. We're looking around as we're waiting. We go up and down the aisles. We get to the very back where we saw some bugs and like some hamsters and guinea pigs and 2 ferrets, which were asleep, and they looked very adorable. We come back to the front. Ladies still washing their dogs. I check my phone, and I'm summarizing greatly here. We were walking around for a while. I checked my phone, and an hour had passed. And I should mention, this lady was cleaning her dogs when we got there. Not starting, because the 3 of her dogs had already been done, because they were like they were just on the floor, and they were like, all right, they're done, or whatever. And when we got there, I should also mention, the daughter was cleaning one dog in the far sink, and the older lady was cleaning another dog in the right sink. So at some point we come back and notice, oh, the dog that the younger girl was cleaning is done, and that sink's open. So the employee goes over and like washes it out, and then says, If you want, you can use that, but I would check with them first to see if they're okay with that, because like the mask thing, and I was like, oh great, this is some horseshit. And Eli goes up and says, hey, do you mind if we walk in here and use this sink to wash our dog? And to quote this older woman, actually no, the younger girl spoke first. The younger girl said, he's territorial, and then immediately followed by the older woman saying, he's bitten people before, and we don't want to put him down. So...
What?
Eli got a little angry at that. I got angry at that because they had been taking up so much time. And then later, it was kind of like if you're gonna bring if your dog is aggressive and might bite people and you don't want to put him down and he's aggressive, A, train him better. B, you can still train him. C, don't bring him to a public place and then take up a public usable service with this dog for an extended period of time, or at all for that matter, right? Yeah. So, do you want to know what time we finally got to go into the washing area? Around 7 o'clock.
I thought it closed at 5.
What do you mean?
I remember you saying something about 5:15. So
no, I thought we got there around 5:15. I wasn't sure what time we got there. I don't remember what time they closed, but that's.
But still, you weren't able to use it until 7.
We weren't able to use it for almost 2 hours. This lady was cleaning her dogs, or this one dog, because it was the same dog the whole time. By the way, I found out later, thanks to Eli, thanks Eli, that dog was named Hades.
What?
The dog's name was Hades, as in, the Dark Lord. So,
oh my god.
We waited 2 hours to clean Stella. We get her in the bath. We get her nice and wet. We put some shampoo on her. We wash her off, rinse her off. We start using the blow dryer, but she gets scared of that, so we decided to use a towel instead. We were out of there before 7:15. It took us less than 10 minutes to wash Stella, and this lady took 2 hours to wash her dog. And the whole time they weren't wearing masks. And I should also mention, we were washing Stella, and Eli turned around for a second and said, they're still over there. And we looked, and they were over by the register, just sitting there, talking to someone maybe. I wasn't entirely sure what they were doing. But they were still in the store. We walked out to get back in the car and go home, and they were in their car in the parking lot. They hadn't left yet. The big kicker from this story, I should mention, and this is my favorite part of this story. There's a poster on the wall next to all the sinks where you clean the dogs that describes the membership that says you can do this, you'll get a card, and then you can get 5 free washes if you do 5 washes. And it's only $5 per wash. And then at the very bottom, on the right-hand side, in fine print, you can see the words, limit 1 dog per wash.
Oh, wait, it's limited? Wait a minute.
You are limited to 1 dog per wash. So, that's that story.
I'm done with people. I'm done with humans.
Yep. But, yeah, if you have a violent dog, A, train it better. B, train it better. C, do not bring it to a public place. Thank you very much. Treat your dogs better. Any closing comments, Sid?
I hate people, and I hate people that don't know how to train dogs, and now I want to cuddle Foo, but Foo's not here.
Yeah, Foo's my dog, by the way. I don't know if we mentioned him before. He's lovable. He's a big goofball. We love him.
We love him, and we love Sadie.
And Sadie. That's my other dog. Foo's a Rottweiler, Sadie's a Lab. Sadie's 12. Foo's 13. God. Time fucking flies.
We love those dogs.
We love them. I think we're about done here, I guess. Thanks for tuning in.
I think the Claritin's kicking in. He's yawning.
Yeah, Claritin's kicking in. I'm gonna fall asleep. Oh no, I'm about to hit the end button.
Bye.
Thanks for coming, but see you next week. Bye.